Well, welcome everyone to this, your penultimate first look. I know, it's so sad. Hard to believe we're here already, isn't it? I mean, the final is tomorrow, guys. It has flown by. And I've enjoyed every minute. No, I really have. It's been absolutely wonderful. I'm joking. It has actually been quite good, hasn't it? It hasn't been a bad season. I think it's actually been quite a good season. I know some of you don't agree, but in terms of my boredom levels, they have been running quite low this season, which I think is good. It means you want to watch the show. It means you want to interact with the show. It makes for an entertaining watch. Of course, the disadvantage has been we don't really have any solid couples. But one couple who is solid, guys, is Kai and Selam. Kai and Selam, Love Island winners, have got married. Congratulations to them. So glad they went through with this. When did they win? Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Winter Love Island, I think it was. What a nice couple. Were treated really badly when they left the villa. Didn't get all the brand deals that everyone else gets. But you know what? Who cares? At the end of the day, they've won big because they've got married. A lot of the other islanders who leave get brand deals, blah, 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 and they split up. But these guys have committed to stay together for life, and I have a lot of respect for that decision. So well done, Kai and Selam. Now, who's this chap? Does he look familiar?
We're about to watch episode 1 all together. Episode 1, are you the one? We're about to watch it. I'm terrified.
You know the vibes, our dogs. It's Cash, it's your boy Cash. We're about to watch something, innit?
Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Cash. Cash a few years ago. Did you know he was on another dating show called Are You the One UK, based on another format used in other countries, probably one of which is the States, and MTV did, and Paramount did a version of it for the UK, and Cash is on there. I can't show you clips of the show because I'll get copyrighted, but of all the islanders who I thought probably wouldn't have really been on TV much before, it would have been Cash, but he was. I don't know whether he won the show or whether he came out of it with a suitable partner, but I saw a trailer for it on YouTube and it looks, I have to say, a bit similar to Love Island. So maybe that's why Cash has also been so clever in the villa, by handling himself so well, because he understands the format, understands how it works. And in many ways I feel like he's had a bit of an advantage here because he's been on TV before. So he probably knew this is the right way to behave in the villa. I'm not saying that means anything bad against his character. It just means he's smart. And we do know he is smart, don't we? Indeed we do. Now the big news of today's first look is of course that the Islanders are coming back into the villa. This is the OG Islanders, the ones that have been dumped, all coming back in to decide which final couple will be dumped. And then once they've decided who's going to be dumped, that dumped couple leave and we are left with our finalists. Now, who do you think the couple to be dumped is going to be? Now let's have a look at an article that was published that gives away a few clues. Look, this is not a spoiler, it's been in the newspapers, alright? And I am only making assumptions here, but I think you'll know where I'm going with this. Have a look at the clues that are dropped, and let's see if we can put our Love Island detective hats on, which are very rare, and will, you know, go for a lot of money on eBay once the show is finished, and see if we can work out who on earth they could be talking about. Shock as Love Island couple expected to make final are dumped by Axe stars and miss out on the 50k. The now dumped couple left their former co-stars stunned by their actions, which in turn led to them being voted off. The ex-Islanders have spoken and ousted a couple from Love Island in a dramatic fire pit moment. The cast returned to the villa for the always shocking Islander jury on Friday and sent this pair packing. In scenes that will air tonight, former cast made their epic returns to make the huge decision. Former Islanders including Harry's ex, Emma, Billy Kiss and smitten couple Harrison and Lauren voted for the couple they wanted to boot. While the Sun can't reveal their identities at this crucial stage of the ITV dating show, we can share that the Islanders made their decisions having watched back footage and been shocked by what they saw. A source said this couple have been a big part of this series, so this is a shocking moment. But having watched it back, ex-Islanders have become privy to action they weren't fully aware of, and it left them more than questioning the integrity of this connection. The couple was sent packing on Friday afternoon, and the scenes will air tonight. It comes after Connor and Megan were dumped from the villa following a public vote on Friday night. Now, who could they be referring to here? It surely has to be Megan DeJohn, guys. Because looking at what we've read here, I don't know who else it could be. Also, don't forget, over the last few episodes, think about how often we've been shown Megan DeJohn having arguments and falling out. Just the kind of thing they don't want people to see, they're seeing as we reach these critical stages of the show. And certain things being revealed could be that Megan DeJohn kind of cheated in the Knowing Me, Knowing You game. The kind of things they've said behind the scenes, the fact that DeJohn is talking about how aware he is that it's a TV show, and that if they're not careful it'll be manipulated to make them look bad, etc, etc. The only other couple I think it could be is Harry and Shakira, but the OG Islanders know how bad Harry is and was. They know his behavioural patterns. They know that he's been a rogue, and that he seems to be trying to amend things now after the dumpster fire that was Helena, and not Helena personally, by the way, but their relationship, and of course him apologising and trying to make amends with Shakira, apologising to Helena's parents, etc, etc. So I think it's referring to Megan DeJohn. There's a reason why we keep seeing them fighting, and that is what I think sadly has happened to them, is they're realising they don't actually like each other. We've noticed this, surely. Every conversation they've had in the last few episodes, have you noticed DeJohn kind of wants to keep her at arm's length? Every time Meg talks, you can almost see DeJohn just sighing and staring into the distance. She is frustrated because she's not getting straight answers out of him because he keeps shutting her down. I just think what's happened is it's come apart at the last minute, and I don't think they can possibly make the final. Whereas if you look at Harry and Shakira, even if they're faking it, they're doing very well at faking it, because they look like they really like each other. On the date nights on Friday, he bought the stupid hats. She loved it. He bought, I can't remember, what gift did he buy her? I should know, shouldn't I? But I've completely forgotten. She liked it. Do you know what I mean? They were getting on, they were laughing, they were giggling. Megan DeJohn was the polar opposite of that. She didn't seem that impressed with the gift. She started talking about Yasmin. They started arguing. It was a car wreck. I mean, it couldn't be Jamie and Yasmin, or could it? I mean, I think what's happened to Jamie and Yasmin in the last few days has also perhaps rocked their boat. The fact that he found out about her feelings towards DeJohn, and he didn't seem to like that. But also Yasmin seeming to be quite serious about never wanting children, and Jamie saying, well, I'm a family sort of man. But is that sensational enough to dump a couple? No, I don't think it is. So I think it's Megan DeJohn's last stand tonight, guys. I think they will finally exit the show. And I'm wondering how DeJohn will react to that, because I feel like they've really shot themselves in the foot. But I never thought it was that genuine anyway. I feel like DeJohn kind of wrapped himself up in choosing, not to explore things with other girls in the way the other guys have. Look at Connor. Yeah, I know Connor's been dumped. But you can't say he didn't explore things with the other girls. And he kind of did a full circle, and if Megan hadn't come back in, he would probably have tried to stick it out with Shakira. But it didn't work out that way for him. And he seems quite happy with Megan anyway. But my point is, he explored lots of connections. DeJohn stuck with Meg after she chose him, and he never really explored things with other girls. He just flirted like mad with them. Because I think he thought, if I just stick to one girl, I'll make the final. And I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, I want your thoughts below, guys. Do you think this is what's going to happen tonight? Do you agree with me? Let me know. Let's talk about it before it actually happens. Because if it does happen, I think this will be quite big news. They will finally be out. I know a lot of people on social media are fed up with them. I'm not saying I'm fed up with them, because I've got to give them their props. They've managed to make it this far. But I've never felt they were a couple who actually had a genuine connection. I don't quite know what's going on with them, to be quite frank. I just think he doesn't seem to like her. She's getting weary of him. And I don't see why they bothered carrying on this facade. I think they could have really mixed it up a bit better and been a bit more interesting as the show went on. But they decided to pursue this route. And yeah, it's not been a good one for them, I don't think. But I could be completely wrong. Maybe they're your favourites. Maybe you love them, even after everything that's happened in the last few days. But I think that's it for First Look. What else do we have to discuss? We know what's going to happen. One couple's going, finalists announced, and then tomorrow, the final itself. and I will be there. Oh yes, you can count on it, my friend. Thanks for watching, have a wonderful Sunday, and catch you later.